Okay, Brian Olsen, badge 201, Snowmass Police Department. Brian Olsen. I just had a run-in with him. I told him I would be coming by between noon and 1 today. I was there a little before 1, I think about 12:50, dropping off the paperwork with regards to the end of the federal case and basically a heads up to the current people squatting on my property that they need to get off, right? I've been warning them for years and years and years. And to go back to the beginning, in 2019, when I started having problems with pirates trying to take my property, including Corinne Corden and all these other people, I had 42 different videos. We're talking videos. I still have it, by the way. 42 videos of people coming on my property, trespassing, breaking in through doors and windows and sliding doors without being invited, without those doors being open, and with trespassing, no trespassing, and this is private property signs right next to the camera in full view. This happened many times. This is in 2019 is the last time I remember. And I called those guys at the Snowmass PD and I said, listen, I got a problem here. I got people trespassing on my property. Oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Prophet. We'll take care of it. And they did nothing. Never did a thing. I don't even think they talked to the people. I got in 3 fights with people that were on my property illegally, threatening me with physical violence. Hence, physical violence ensued. And nothing. Didn't do a damn thing about it. All they did was nada. Actually, what they did was they ended up arresting me on Thanksgiving for a stolen bike from a pawn shop that I bought from a pawn shop. I proved I purchased it from a pawn shop in Denver, and yet they arrested me falsely and bonded the whole 9 yards, right? And I'm born and raised there, and I own property there. So they won't do anything for me when I own property. They arrest me illegally. They detain me illegally. They kidnap and ransom me illegally. Now, if this was you and someone stole your property, then threatened, was a party to stealing your property and the theft of the property, and then once you've gone through a federal case, you go to them and you say, listen, we have a problem here. There is fraud committed. There has been property stolen that's worth over $10 million on this just one property, and there has been no consideration given. And I am notifying you to stop and correct, and I've been notifying you now for 5 years straight. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Prophet, it sounds like we do have a problem. If you have not had any consideration and you were the designer, builder, and purchaser, and you're on the original warranty deed, then yes, we definitely have a problem. We need to sit down. But that's not what he said. He's been threatening me via text, and then he just came out and threatened me that he's going to arrest me. If I get anywhere near my property, he's going to arrest me. He didn't ask why I think we have a problem, or what do you mean there was no consideration given to you? You literally purchased the property with your money? You literally built it with your own 2 hands 3 times over the course of years, and then you weren't giving any consideration when they took it from you? When they foreclosed on you illegally? Wouldn't you question that? Anybody would. So anybody who doesn't question that, when you have this many demands to stop and correct over the course of 5 years, and it's gone through a federal complaint, a federal lawsuit, over the course of 5 years, and not one time have you stopped and corrected, what does that say about you? I'll let you come to your own consensus. But what it tells me is that you're not interested at all in getting to the bottom of a problem. That you're not interested in hearing about how there was no consideration given. That you're not interested in hearing about how you were stole from and you don't want to file any complaints because you might be liable. That's what it says to me. And it doesn't just say that. It screams it from the top of the mountain. So, Mr. Brian Olsen of the Snowmass Police Department, here on July 15th at 12:50 p.m., as I notified you the last time, with the paperwork filed 710466, reception number. Please read that file. That is your notice. The next notice will be the writ of de novo and queranto complaint for number 1, your bond and oath of office. Number 2, all bonds and considerations with regards to my name. And finally, all criminal charges that have been expedited by your office or have been put aside by your office or have been taken in by your office or even have been set on as a draft by your office. Snowmass Police Department, the Pitkin County Sheriff's Department, the Pitkin County Clerk and Recorder, Pitkin County judges, all of them. I'm putting you on notice. I've requested this numerous times over the last 5 years. I want your bonds. I want your oath to office. I want to confirm you are who you say you are. My bond is on file. My bond is registered. The trustee is registered. She's on there. Her oath of office is there. Her bond is there. I don't find any of you there. I've requested this numerous times. It's the law. You can try to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. You can try to navigate and threaten me with arrest, harassment, and otherwise just try to strong arm me, kidnap and ransom me, and otherwise completely commit more fraud against me. But the bottom line is now the DOJ is involved, the Attorney General is involved, Financial Crimes Unit, and 21 other major players. I contacted 24 major departments across federal and state, mainly federal, to prosecute any and all corruption in this county. This is my final warning to you.